when the sky learned fear. No one slept the night the stars went missing. At first, astronomers thought it was a sensor failure. One by one, deep space observatories reported blind zones, entire constellations simply gone. Not obscured, removed. Within minutes, satellites began drifting off course as gravity calculations returned impossible numbers. Then the shadow arrived. It slid into view above Earth's orbit without light, without sound, without warning. A shape so vast it defied comprehension, stretching across the sky like a black continent torn from the universe and stitched back together wrong. The sun dimmed behind it. Daylight bled into twilight across half the planet. The alien world ship had come. From the ground it looked alive. Jagged spires rose from its surface like broken teeth. Hive cities clung to its hull, glowing with sick crimson and toxic violet light. Energy veins pulsed beneath biomechanical armor, beating slowly, rhythmically, like a heart measuring the planet below. Every alien of their species lived on that ship. It was their home, their empire, their weapon. Panic swept Earth faster than any disaster in history. Emergency broadcasts interrupted every channel. Air traffic grounded, militaries mobilized, though no one pretended their weapons mattered. Children were pulled into shelters. Adults stared upward, realizing for the first time how small a planet could feel. Then gravity changed. Oceans swelled unnaturally. Tides climbed cities. Fault lines screamed as continents flexed under invisible pressure. The world ship was not attacking. It was testing, dragging its mass closer, tasting Earth's resistance. Humanity responded. Orbital defense platforms fired in unison, turning space into burning lines of light. Nuclear lances, kinetic rods, and solar lasers struck the alien hull with the force of extinction-level weapons. The shots vanished, absorbed, consumed. The alien ship glowed brighter in response, its energy veins flaring like veins fed by fresh blood. Massive apertures opened across its surface, wounds. In the armor that radiated hunger, from them poured swarms. Millions of alien craft erupted outward like insects fleeing a hive, screaming toward Earth in endless waves. Human fleets launched to intercept, forming desperate defensive layers above the atmosphere. Ships died in seconds. Others held the line long enough for evacuation corridors to open below. The sky burned. Wreckage fell as fire. Cities glowed red beneath emergency shields. Every second became borrowed time. And as the alien world ship aligned itself directly over Earth's equator, its megastructures locking into place, sensors detected something far worse than bombardment. It was charging a weapon aimed not at cities, but at the planet itself. Somewhere beyond the moon, far from human eyes, ancient systems awakened. Humanity had one answer left, and the universe was about to hear it. The world that fell toward Earth. The alien world ship moved closer. Not fast, deliberate. From Earth, it looked like night itself was descending. Entire regions of the sky darkened as the massive vessel eclipsed the sun, its silhouette stretching from horizon to horizon. Day turned to twilight. Temperatures dropped. Tides rose violently. As the ship's gravity reached down and gripped the planet like a clenched fist, panic spread faster than any broadcast. Across the world, alarms wailed. Cities powered down non-essential systems. People flooded underground shelters, staring at screens that showed the impossible truth. A living alien civilization had parked its home above Earth, and it was preparing to feed. The first planetary strike wasn't a beam, it was gravity. Continents shuddered as invisible waves rolled across the surface. Fault lines cracked open, skyscrapers swayed like reeds. Oceans surged inland, swallowing coastlines in minutes. The alien ship was testing the planet, probing how much stress it could endure. Before breaking, humanity answered. Every remaining orbital defense platform fired at once. Nuclear lances streaked upward like artificial suns. Kinetic rods followed, accelerating to relativistic speeds. Laser arrays burned bright enough to be seen from the ground. The attack slammed into the world ship's hull and vanished. The alien armor drank the energy, glowing brighter, veins of crimson light spreading across its surface like a satisfied pulse. In response, colossal weapon apertures opened, vast wounds peeling back across the hull. From them poured death. Millions of alien attack craft erupted outward, screaming through space in swarming clouds. They were sharp predatory shapes, grown rather than built, moving with unsettling organic precision. They descended toward Earth like a living storm. Human fleets surged to meet them. Earth's defenders were brave but hopelessly outnumbered. Battles raged above the atmosphere, filling orbit with fire and wreckage. Human ships were torn apart, yet every kilometer they held mattered. Every second bought time. Below, the sky burned. Fragments of destroyed ships rained down as meteors. Cities glowed red as emergency shields activated. People watched from bunkers as humanity's future was decided above their heads. Then the alien world ship began its final maneuver. The entire vessel aligned directly over Earth's equator. Its surface structures shifted, megastructures locking into place. Energy levels spiked beyond any recorded scale. It wasn't attacking cities. It was targeting the planet's core. Sensors screamed impossible readings. If the weapon fired, Earth wouldn't explode, it would unravel, torn apart from the inside by forced resonance. In the depths of space, far beyond the chaos, a final protocol unlocked. Human command transmitted one message, short, calm, absolute. Activate the array. And in the dark beyond the moon, something ancient, massive. The day humanity replied. The array arrived without spectacle. No flaring jump signatures. No thunder of engines. One moment the void beyond the moon was empty, and the next it was occupied. Space bent inward as 12 colossal human battleships emerged, their mass forcing reality to acknowledge them. Ancient, brutal, and utterly silent, they took position between Earth and the alien world ship like judges stepping into a courtroom. For the first time since its arrival, the alien construct hesitated. Sensors across the world ship spiked in alarm. Its gravity weapon faltered. Energy flows stuttered. Entire districts on its hull dimmed as if something had reached inside and tightened. A grip. The human fleet did not open fire. They advanced. With every kilometer, space-time around the alien vessel destabilized. The gravity waves it projected recoiled, folding back upon their source. Weapon apertures misaligned. Attack craft lost cohesion, drifting helplessly as navigation systems dissolved into static. The world ship screamed, not audibly but through violent energy, surges that shattered nearby sensors and tore its own hull apart. Towering spires collapsed inward. Hive cities cracked, crushed by physics turning hostile. The ship tried to flee, but there was nowhere to go. The array had drawn a boundary. Within it, reality obeyed humanity. A human transmission cut through every frequency, calm and unmistakably final. Your vessel is incompatible with this system. You are endangering a protected world. Correction is underway. The battleship spread out, forming a vast geometric pattern around the alien construct. Space between them thickened, hardened, becoming something closer to law than distance. The world ship strained against it, engines roaring uselessly. Then the array engaged fully. The alien world ship didn't explode. It collapsed. Layer by layer, its impossible mass folded inward. Cities vanished. Weapon temples crushed themselves. Entire histories compressed into silence as the ship was forced to obey limits it had never known. In moments that felt like hours, the largest object ever to threaten, Earth shrank into a blinding knot of distorted space-time and disappeared. The swarm fleets froze, leaderless. Human ships disabled them one by one cleanly without hatred. Survivors were allowed to flee, carrying the memory of what restraint looked like when backed by absolute power. Above Earth, the sky cleared. Gravity stabilized. Oceans calmed. Daylight returned. On the surface, billions looked up, not knowing why they had been spared, only that they had been. The array withdrew as quietly as it had come, returning to its watch beyond human space. No victory speech followed. No warning was issued. None was needed. Across the galaxy, civilizations learned the truth written into space-time that day. Humanity does not rush to war. Humanity does not threaten lightly. But when Earth is approached as prey,